In the early stages of his career, Ding Junhui's playing style was extremely aggressive. He possesses remarkable accuracy in his shots. Each strike is powerful and crisp as it lands. This highly entertaining offensive display, it completely ignited the passion of the snooker fans in attendance. Even for a seasoned veteran like Joe Swail, he also swept the match with a ruthless 5-0 victory. In this frame, Ding Junhui executed a series of incredibly difficult shots. This perfectly showcases the absolute dominance that defined the peak of his early career. If you're a snooker fan, this is absolutely a classic game you have to watch. This match took place during the quarterfinals of the 2006 Snooker China Open. Ding Junhui is on fire, having won 4 consecutive frames to reach match point. As long as he keeps his shooting touch, he can single-handedly end the game. From that moment on, he embarked on a breathtaking display of technical prowess. Although Ding Junhui successfully gained the cue ball and secured a shot opportunity, but achieving a break of 100 is extremely difficult. Observing the spherical shape on the observation deck reveals that the situation is extremely dire. Several red balls were piled up and tangled together, with a few others pressed tightly against the edge of the table. Moreover, none of the high-value colored balls are in their original scoring positions. This extremely complex situation looks so tricky that it's hard to handle, because a single mistake could hand victory to the opponent. This is why his opponent Joe Swail sat at the sidelines, his eyes fixed on the table, always ready to step up. Joe Swail might have thought Ding Junhui's run would soon come to an end due to the difficulty, but he had no idea whatsoever that he would never get another chance to return to the table in this match. Ding Junhui struck the red ball near the edge with force, sinking it precisely into the bottom pocket while using strong spin to pull the cue ball back, maintaining his offensive momentum. Attentive viewers will notice that for most of this game, Ding Junhui consistently built his scoring around the lower value green balls. This significantly increases the difficulty of scoring consecutively, because it demands exceptional accuracy in the player's shots and precise control over the cue ball's trajectory. However, Ding Junhui managed to pull through under these extremely difficult circumstances, delivered a textbook perfect performance. At this point, the cue ball came to rest in a very unfavorable position. It is positioned very close to the pocket opening, which impedes a smooth stroke. Moreover, there was only one extremely difficult high-angle bottom pocket shot available on the table. Let's see how Ding Junhui handles it. He struck decisively, sinking the high-angle red ball with precision. Meanwhile, the cue ball's trajectory successfully dislodged the dead ball, wedged tightly against the left edge. Unfortunately, the remaining red balls were all clustered along the edge of the table, further complicating an already difficult situation. Each subsequent shot he takes requires the cue ball to travel a long distance across the table before reaching the next optimal striking position. If it were any other conservative player, they would have opted for defense long ago. But for Ding Junhui, who was at the peak of his career, he still chose to play an aggressive game. He sank the green ball with precision. The cue ball bounced off the rail twice in succession, perfectly avoiding all other obstacle balls on the table. It finally came to an incredible stop on the perfect attacking line for the red ball in the middle pocket. This series of spectacular shots thrilled the fans at the stadium. But this is merely the tip of the